Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
is the same thing we have done in questions.
Yes, sir, we kept y constant and then differentiated the entire equation.
Yeah.
I remember, sir. Okay.
Okay. So this third equation, again differentiate it with respect to y. You will get del y integration mxy del x plus del phi del y. This is equals to n of xy. And then we can write del phi upon del y, and we can take this into right hand side. So this will become nxy minus del y integration of mxy del x. You can take this term into the right hand side of it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if you see this d phi upon dy, so d phi upon dy is just function of y. Okay, that means what? It must be d phi over dy must be independent of x. It must be independent of x. What is the meaning of this? That is nxy minus del y, this right hand side nxy minus del y integration mxy dx must be independent. Understood? If you have some function of y, if you differentiate it, so what is the meaning of this? It is independent of x. And if left hand side is independent of x, then this right hand side also must be independent of x. Am I right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So have you noted down it? Can I move to next? Yes. So now, since we have to find out that function f, so we will go back basically. So what we will do to go back, we shall show that first this one, we shall show that del x nxy minus del y integration mxy dx equals to 0. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Means we are differentiating with respect to x partially, means we are partially differentiating with respect to x, we are getting 0. That means what? It is independent of x. If we are differentiating some function with respect to x, and if it is equals to 0, if we are differentiating partially with respect to x and we are getting 0, that means that function is independent of x. Then only it can be 0. Its differentiation is 0. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means the derivative with respect to x equals to 0. And if you take this derivative, so we shall show that, means we will show it, how it is coming. Okay. So del x, if you see the next line, del x, this one, you see this one. So what I have written, del x nxy minus del y integration mxy del x. So basically I am considering left hand side and I will show it is equal to 0. So if I take this left hand side, on taking left hand side, you can write down this one also. On taking left hand side, so now you take this del del x inside. So if you take this inside, then you will get del x n minus del 2 del x del y, because del y is already there. So it will become del 2 del x del y integration of mxy del x. Yes. So if this 1 and 2 are satisfied, next line is if 1 and 2 are satisfied, then by using hypothesis. So if 1 and 2 are satisfied, 1 and 2, you recall equation 1 and 2. Last slide. Okay. That's why I was asking you to write now. And not go back all the time. Okay. So if 1 and 2 are satisfied, so then by using hypothesis del m upon del y equals to del n upon del x, what I can do, I can write this del 2 del x del y integration mxy equals to del 2 del x del y fxy equals to del 2 del y del x fxy equals to del 2 del y del x integration of mxy dx. Yes. So if let me tell you one by one. So this del 2 del x del y integration mxy, this I am considering the this second expression of first one. So what I am saying, this is equals to del 2 del x del y. So I am replacing integration of mxy del x by fxy. Because if you see the equation 1, so in that equation what you have, integration mxy del dx del x equals to plus 5y equals to fxy. So if you take that 5y, so what will happen? So what will happen if you take that 5y, since we have del upon del y and del x, so del y will give me function in y, and again I will differentiate with respect to x, so it will become 0. So that's why I am not writing. I am just writing del 2x del y fxy, and if it so it is equals to del 2 del y del x. Here I have changed order. I have changed the order of del x and del y. So I have changed the order here. So del x del y fxy. So now this del x fxy again means it will become integration of mxy dx. Okay, this fxy you can write the same, means what we have replaced integration of mxy del x. So here again you can write integration mxy del x, and hence del x nxy minus del y. This del y integration of mxy del x. So basically what I have done, I have written this one again, this one. So I'm just copy paste this here. Okay. So then this del x, so now take it inside this del x again. So you will get del n upon del x, and this del y. So what is it? Del. So this del y integration mx del x. So this I can take del x inside, and I will get del m x upon del y. So if you take this del m upon del y, this hypothesis, so basically what I have done, this del 2x del y equals integration of mxy. So I have replaced that by interchanging of these two by just mxy. Okay, so that's why I'm writing here this del y, and you can write it del x. You can interchange it to del x integration of mx dy. Have you understood it or not? So basically what I am doing, let me write. And actually I don't have that digital pen and pad today, so that's why I am facing this problem. I forgot to bring that digital pen to my office. So let me write what I am telling you. I am telling you del x. I don't have any should write here. Have you understood it or not? This one. This one. Let me focus. Yeah, this one. So if you take this del x inside, and if you interchange del y del x, so that del x integration mxy del x will become just mxy. Why? Because you have del x and you have integration with respect to x. So integration is anti-derivative. So because this integration is anti-derivative, so you will have the just mxy. I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, then I will discuss later this point, because I don't have that pen so that I can write and show you how it is happening. It's basically what I am trying to say. If you look at the things, I am taking del x inside. जहाँ पे फोकस किया मैंने उसको देखो, del x को मैं अंदर ले रहा हूँ, फिर मैं del x और del y को इंटरचेंज कर रहा हूँ, तो del y बाहर आ गया और del x अंदर चला गया, उसके अंदर आगे चला गया. सो del x और ये इंटीग्रेशन mxy del x, ये भी x के रेस्पेक्ट में इंटीग्रेशन हो रहा है और बाहर del x लिखा है, क्योंकि इंटीग्रेशन एंटी डेरिवेटिव होता है, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, ये जस्ट mxy रह जाएगा. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम राइटिंग हियर. अब देखो मैं यहाँ क्या लिख रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ del y mxy. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can you see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So where so we have this del x nxy del y integration mxy del x. So this is del n x del x minus del m del y, and but by hypothesis del m upon del y equals to del n upon del x. That's why means this del x, or and the inside of this means This is equals to 0. So in next line, I have written thus del x, and this portion is 0 for all x, y belongs to D. And so it is independent of x. This is what we wanted to show. It is independent of x. Thus we may write, phi y equals to, so that phi y equals to integration of nxy minus integration of del m upon del y del x dy, satisfying this into equation third. Okay, it will sorry, substitute, not satisfying, it's substituting. So substituting this into equation third. So if you recall, means I have solved equation 1, and after solving this equation 1, I got equation third, and in that equation third, phi y is unknown. If you substitute the value of this phi y in that equation, you will get this one, fxy equal to integration mxy del x. This is this was written there, and plus phi of y. Now I am substituting that phi y integration of nxy minus integration del m del y del x, and outside this is, yeah, this is del dy, or I think it must be del y, and this fxy, yeah, this is dy because it is just function of y, so no need to write del y. So this fxy thus satisfies both 1 and 2 for all xy belongs to D, and so m dx plus n dy equals to 0 is exact in D. So to say it is exact, we have to find out this type of fxy. So this is that fxy, this last fxy. I hope you understood at least some part of this proof. You please try to write down it properly, and try to understand. If some steps are missing, means you are not able to understand, you please okay, ask me, I will explain. So I think one or two steps you may have some difficulty, and so I will show you using my digital pen and pad. Even so, this you may feel the difference in this type of teaching. So I think it's not very good. So I don't have that. Unfortunately, I forgot it in my office, and I will have to manage all things like this. But this is not the right way and proper manner. It's not the way of teaching. So okay. So let me stop presenting here. If you have anything, you please ask me, or you can write your comments in chat box. There is one student, I think Aditi. Yeah, Aditi Avasti. Can you hear me? Aditi, can you hear me? Yes. So she's facing some problem. You are facing problem in mic. So are you not able to switch on your mic? I don't know. Means why? It's very. I mean, it's very strange. You are not able to open your mic. I'm very strange to hear this.
सर लीव कर दें सर
Yeah, yeah. You may leave now. So, sir, on my laptop, mic does not work on Meet. Yeah, that's why. Means I'm very surprised. It does not work on Meet, but it is working on some other. I don't know. Means what is the problem? Okay. Uh, okay. Can you do one thing? I mean, do you have some other laptop? Okay. Are you using Windows or Linux? Okay, Windows 10, I think. So, Windows 10 or 7? Windows 10. Okay. I'm surprised to see this type of problem. Uh, Sir, I will try it again on phone. Maybe it may work. Yes, you try it on phone and you try it on some other laptop. If it is working there, then that means, but uh, how can I say there is some problem in even Windows 10 because you are using just internet. So there is no role of Windows 10 there. And mic, since mic is working in other